Whole grains is the best way to get the most nutrients that you need to help fight cancer initially and to reduce your risk of recurrence, as well as helps prevent so many other problems like diabetes, heart disease. Whole grains is where it all began. Refined flour came about during the Industrial Revolution. But before the Industrial Revolution, people would grow their grain, and I would take it to my friend who had the mill, and I would give him a sack of the wheat if he would grind it for me, and then I would barter with the rest of the community. So foods were always whole before the Industrial Revolution. What we want to do today is get back to whole. I always tell my clients, if God made it, eat it. If man made it, he usually messes with it. It's kind of a catch-all, but it really is easy to remember. So when you're thinking of whole grains, what does that mean? What is a whole grain? Oatmeal is a whole grain. So let's look at a whole grain. It looks much like, I'm going to enlarge this with my hands, like a rice kernel or a corn grain. It's whole. It's got a bran on the outside, which is a tough shell that protects all those vital nutrients down in a little germ from exposure to moisture and bacteria. Think of a whole grain as like an egg. There's the shell, there's the starchy part in the middle, and the little germ in the center is like the yolk. The germ of the grain is the next generation plant. It has all the life force of the plant. It's got over 25 compounds alone that fight cancer, particularly vitamin E, selenium, zinc, chromium, and 3 elements in it that help make healthy red blood cells that people don't think about. It's got folate, copper, and vitamin B6, and those are essential to making healthy red blood cells. So whole grains are helpful in bringing fiber into the diet. Everybody talks about fiber. It's a big buzzword right now, but we're going to the shelf and buying a canister of Metamucil or a canister of Benefiber. I always appreciate having those in our array of opportunities for fiber, but fiber's in the food. Fiber's in whole fruits and vegetables, and fiber is in whole grains. What's so great about fiber? Who cares about fiber? It's way more than just your gut. Fiber is necessary, especially for women that are looking to reduce their risk of recurrence or to minimize their risk, because fiber binds to excess circulating estrogen and it's excreted out of the body. Vegetarian women who have whole grains in their diet and fruits and vegetables, largely, and beans as proteins, have the lowest rates of breast cancer in the world. What you want to do is look on the package or the label and see if it says the word whole. Does my bread say 100% whole wheat? If you look at crackers, let's say Triscuits, it says it says baked whole grain wheat. So it says the word whole on there. If you look at a Kashi cereal, yeah, the print is a little smaller, you have to kind of hunt for it, but it says 7 whole grains. So that's all you really need to do.